morning, good evening, depending on where you are at in the world. And welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. And welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I am very grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. All right. So when you come into this live stream, give me a Fonzie either by double tapping the screen or simply hitting that thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading resonates with you. If you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell so that you don't miss when I go live or when I post videos. All of that helps out this channel, and I am very, very grateful for all of your love and support. Okay, so this video is for the week of August 9th through August 15th for the element of fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. We also have a lunar eclipse. We also have a lunar eclipse that is happening on the 12th. And we're gonna discuss that. I just blew freaking, I just see all the ashes. Some of them are orbs, by the way. That's why I'm cleansing. Alrighty, so fire signs, before we get started, let's go ahead and clean out the energy here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's talk about the solar eclipse that is happening in the star sign of Leo. So this is the first solar eclipse in the fresh Leo Aquarius nodal axis. Okay, so the new moon is a total solar eclipse in Leo. It is happening on August 12th at 1:36 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you'll have to check your own time zone. It is happening at 20 degrees and 8 minutes of Leo. All right. So the nodes have shifted. They're went from Pisces back into Aquarius and from Virgo back into Leo. Okay. So the powerful lunation kicking off the second major eclipse season that is fated in highly transformative cosmic energy. The astrological significance of this eclipse is a fated course correction. Overriding personal intent, acting as a wild card, accelerates abrupt closing of chapters that no longer serve you to clear your path for your higher destiny. There are revelations about to happen, big revelations about to happen here on earth. The fallen crown. So when I just did the water reading, and we had about the fallen crown, the fallen angels, which is the fallen crown, the higher beings. All right. So Leo governs leadership, loyalty, pride, and ego. The structural breakdown of existing power dynamics. The fall of outdated rulers globally and internally. The radical reset of identity. And so if any of you guys have been following my channel, you know that last year I did a video called All Snakes Die at Sundown. And the other video that I did was at the beginning of this year, because I see this in my third eye, where the weighing of humanity's hearts is coming. And that just came through the water sign. So sometime between the solar eclipse, the totality solar Leo, to the lunar eclipse in Pisces is very, very significant on a humanity level, on a macrocosm level. It's very significant. Okay. So the Leo Aquarius axis is a dismantling old ego driven patterns, making room for more decentralized, community minded alignment. What to do and what not to do. Do not manifest. Avoid forcing major launches, ritual manifestations, and ego driven confrontations. This eclipse energy is unpredictable. And whatever ritual or whatever you're doing could very well backfire. So don't do it. All right. Prioritize reflection. Sit back and observe what naturally falls away. Lean into your shadow work, self inquiry, and internal healing. Embrace rebirth. Strip away false armor. Um, Nurture your inner child, figuring out how to step into your authentic creativity without needing constant external validation. All right, we're going to get into this reading here. Fire signs. All right, so we're going to start off with Sagittarius. Sagittarius, what does the moon's energy, the solar eclipse energy look like for the Sagittarius collective? Apparently, chair yoga. Oh, let me tell you, I had to reach for that. So I feel like because that card flew to my left, I feel like you are doing a deep reaching because the left talks about things coming in. It's the in hand. The left side is the in hand. I feel like something is coming in that is going to make you reach deep within thyself for somebody out there. All right. Nothing will come of this situation because there's something you need to release and let go of to start a new cycle, whether it's a new romance cycle for those of you who are single or a new cycle with self-love, where you're bringing yourself into a state of balance. So whether Sagittarius, if you're single, this is definitely your message. Releasing the old so that a new cycle could begin with two people on the same page. This also could be talking about releasing old contracts with people who did not value, who did not care about you, who were heartless individuals. For my singles out there, this is definitely about romance. But for my married Sagittariuses out there, I feel like you're releasing old habits and patterns and bringing yourself into a state of balance where you are learning self-love, self-compassion, learning that you don't need anybody else. Like, you don't need that external value. That's for my coupled Sagittariuses. Yeah, surrender to the divine. How about that, Sagittarius? You can't make that up. So the full moon in Pisces is very significant, but we're talking about the full moon in Leo. So you're just surrendering to the divine. You're not going to do anything because I feel like you could have avoided a situation because for some of you, I had to really reach to my left. There could have been like something that, like, you avoided something. I feel like you just truly avoided something. Something landed out of your reach. All right. So you're also surrendering things over to the divine when it comes to the justice system. So what is the archetype that you're standing in? Scribe. Oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. So Sagittarius, you're sitting down, you're writing things out. Persevering knowledge and information. So Sagittarius, with the surrender to the divine and the scribe, you are a clear channel. Right off the bat, you are a clear channel from the divine. You have the power to automatic write. You have the power to sit down and write out messages from the higher self. This is being revealed to you. You are a scribe. I feel like past life energy coming through here for you, Sagittarius. Altering facts or plagiarizing other work. I don't feel like that you're not in this you're not in the shadow side, you're in the light of the things. You are of a higher light and resonance. You have a very powerful gift that is handed down. You are of a child of the divine, a chosen one. You have the power of a scribe where you're able to channel messages. Sit down, write them out, automatic writing, or just grab yourself a crystal, like, a piece of this Lappy Lulu there, Judy. A piece of lapis lazuli, that's what this is called, and set it down and be able to channel messages directly from the higher ups. The lapis lazuli is your stone, Sagittarius, and it is also the stone of the gods. All right, just letting you know. This is for my high vibing Sag. All right. So you don't alter, you don't plagiarize. Everything that you put out there is of your own accordance, of your own, like a higher self message. Being able to connect to your higher self, being able to connect to higher powers, being able to connect to higher source. This is beautiful. So this is the energy around you, Sagittarius, and I am very proud of you. All right. Alrighty, so Leo, my Leo collectives out there. Let's see what the solar eclipse energy looks like around you. Leo collectives. What is the solar eclipse energy around the Leo collective? Confidence is your key to success, Leo. So the key lies in your heart space. The key lies in your solar plexus, your confidence, your strength. Yeah, it's time to give rather than take with the new moon in Virgo. So you could be a Leo Virgo cusp for somebody here. It's time to trust your heart. It's definitely time to trust your intuition. It's time to stop overanalyzing everything. It is time to start paying attention to your gut health for some of you. All right. Yeah, something's being adjusted for you, Leo. Something is being adjusted for you. Adjustments are required. Adjustments in your power source. You could be cleansing something out of your solar plexus, calling back your power, standing in your power of confidence and courage, staying determined, calling back your power and not allowing anybody to manipulate your free will, making positive choices. Yep, that's what I see. So let's go ahead and pull what's the archetype that Leo is standing in. A lot of it's come out. We have the detective. Great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. So you have a lot of wisdom and knowledge within you. All right, so let's go ahead and get one card for the Leo collective. Child, nature, light attributes, friendships with the animals, communication with nature spirits. So you are an animal whisperer. Yeah, storyteller. You're able to tell the story of the animals. You're an animal whisperer. Some of you may connect with passed on animals, but for some of you, you're just an animal whisperer in general. See, hold on to that rabbit. Your rebirth is here. Friendships with animals, communication. Yeah, so you have the capability to communicate with nature spirits, with animals, specifically maybe cats, rabbits, whatever your animal of choice is, but you're an animal whisperer. When you tune into your heart space and stop over analyzing and start trusting like your first thoughts, your trusting what's in your heart, trusting what comes through your heart. Yeah, you have the power of vision too. So Leo, with the Aquarius being in your North Node, right? You feel safe enough to feel at home with who you are. You may have had this gift since you were a child. Be able to tell the stories of the animals. Yeah, you have God attributes. You're a child of the Most High. And you are also a mediator. You know how to negotiate fairness. You know how to stay professional and respect both sides, all right? So that is what I see for Leo. So let's go ahead and move into Aries. What is Aries? What is Aries? Okay, so the end of a cycle was approaching. Yeah, conclusions are within reach. The full moon lunar eclipse. So the next 2 weeks, whatever needs to conclude, whatever whatever needs to conclude this cycle, this tough cycle of pain and suffering and walking a journey where you feel like you don't have a leg to stand on is concluding. Yeah, the tough, the pain, the suffering, the hardness, everything that you've experienced, right? It's concluding within the next 2 weeks. A tough cycle approaches. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So the stage is setting for you for something with Capricorn. The stage is setting for your career, for your success. Yes, that is what I see here. So what archetype Aries are you standing in? The beggar. Confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humanity or humility and compassion and self-esteem. Yep. So you're going through a spiritual awakening here of being codependent, of seeking external validation. You're going through that awakening. This has been a tough cycle for you. And you're confronting the shadow side and transmuting it and taking this shadow a source of empowerment to awaken your own spiritual authority. Having a healthy self-esteem. It's purple. See all the purple? That's your psychic vision. She's in polka dots. I don't know why, but they're showing me polka dots. Red with white dots or with red dots. I think it means how you're viewing your situation. Something about the red. The red represents earth element. Taurus for your Capricorn, but it represents the element of earth, being down here on earth as a god. Somebody here could be playing God over your life. Somebody here may have a God complex and abusing their power. Okay? Of begging for something. Maybe begging for a cycle to be completed. I know I probably would be. Let me tell you. I've been through the mill and back. Alright? Alright, fire signs. Let's get into your weekly reading. So that's what the moon's energy looks like around you. What is some wisdom for this week for the element of fire? Please and thank you. Yang. We have a strong masculine energy coming through here. See the fireball in the center? Somebody could be reaching out. Yeah, wanting to mend a situation. Something that's faded and destined. Yeah. Somebody may be healing. Maybe somebody isn't feeling blessed, right? This talks about the blessing. I don't know. Anyways, Yang. So this talks about your masculine side. It talks about, we got all this fire energy. We got the sun. We got the moon. We got the south node in Leo. All three of these things in Leo, plus all the retrogrades. The one represents the first house. It represents self. It represents new beginnings. Look at all the fire energy. That's you, fire signs. I'm talking to you, right? And it's in the upright position, which is perfect, right? So the masculine principle of movement and creative activity, the power to make things happen and taking action. Yang represents the power of action, the energies that propel the world forward, and manifesting thought and desire into concrete form. Now is the perfect time to act, for you can easily build momentum and make headway. What you want will come to fruition if you proceed confidently. This card signifies new life and is a sure sign that obstacles have been overcome. There is no reason to hesitate. You're the shaper of your destiny now. So, Sagittarius, for the squares, it's time to take action. It's time to start. It's time to start doing that. It's time to start writing channeled messages. For my Leos, it's time to activate your animal communication, your animal whisperer gift. For Aries, it's time to alchemize this codependent energy of needing external advice outside of yourself. All right. So definitely somebody that is something that is destined or fated to happen in divine timing may be getting mended. Or maybe this is you mending something with your higher self, your highest light residence or higher source, whatever you want to call it. Higher, I call it my higher self. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. Let's see what crows are warning the element of fire about. What are the crows warning the element of fire about? Please and thank you, Spirit. So you're definitely being observed. Observation, and oh yeah, somebody's angry. You need to see something from a different perspective, because this is the Hanged Man. Somebody could be coming in and somebody could be observing you and scavenging for any little piece of information that they possibly can. They have been warned about nature, being out in nature, grounding yourself, communicating with nature. And you may be flying off in a new direction here instead of staying stuck in this survival mode. You had somebody who was nitpicking, searching for any little piece of crumb of information that they could find so that they could use it against you to hinder and block your further progress. This could be a male energy for some of you, or this could just be you standing in your power and saying, listen, right? They could be doing anything to try to trigger you. I need to learn my alphabet again because I can never find the cards when I'm looking for them. N-O-P, M-N-O-P, M-N-O, P-O-Q. Okay. All right. So, the crow watches the spider. Intrigued by how it catches its meals, the crow could simply pluck the spider right up, but instead it decides to learn a little first. Remember, this is what the crows are warning you about. Observation as you hold back from reacting and take some time to analyze the situation. There may be something of value that will only reveal itself in given time. This card may also indicate that you would be better served by being a spectator and staying out of a situation. You will learn more from listening than talking. So yeah, so they're telling you to step back, right? Step back and look at something. Don't react. Just keep yourself out and listen. Listen to what's not being said. Pay attention to the body language. All right? So the crows are warning you about this. So give me something about this yang energy for the fire signs. Give me something about this yang energy for the fire signs. Yeah, look. Judgment. So we have 21, which is a 3. But Judgment talks about your higher calling. For those of you who are out there. So you, fire signs, you need to your higher calling here. Like I said, some of you are very gifted. The scribe, automatic channeler, automatic writer, animal whisperer, right? Animal whisperer, sitting back and observing something, listening with your heart. So you may also have some sort of a spider who's catching some monitor spirits, because to me are monitor spirits. Yeah, see, you need to control and how to budget your money. For some of you, you need to learn self-control by not reacting to people, places, and situations, not allowing them to mess with your mind. You need to hold back from something, is what I feel. You need to hold back and observe some sort of a situation. See, hold your tongue, right? Something with the cat. See how the cat got his tail between his legs? Somebody may be coming your way with their tail between their legs. Somebody who's watching you. See how this angel is pushing this lion's mouth shut, like, don't react, don't say anything. Yeah, 3 people working together, right? Maybe, trying to, 3 people are angry that are trying to downplay your connection to spirit. Somebody who, this is somebody who could be trying to steal your spotlight, right? 7 could be significant. We have the 3 and the 4, which is a 7. 8, 7. Today could have been significant. 4, 3, 7 could be significant. I don't know where that came from, but hey, I'm channeling. All right. So observation. Tell me more about this offers. Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, before you go on the defense, step back and observe something. Right? Step back and observe. 1, 2, 3. There's 6 wands being thrown at you. 27 could be significant. 20 degrees, 8 minutes. That'll be August 12th, which I think is a Wednesday. See, tomorrow's the 9th, 10, Monday, 11. Yeah, Wednesday. Something about Wednesday could be significant. Something may be happening on Wednesday. So the only way to achieve success is to not react. Don't get defensive. Observe, but don't absorb. Somebody could be passing judgment on you because they are angry. This is somebody who's testing your patience. This is somebody who's been ruining your reputation, trying to cloud your judgment, want you in a state of confusion. This person's coming at you. They're going to try to confuse you. The sun. This is being illuminated. This is somebody that lacks empathy, lacks compassion. Somebody who's very promiscuous. This could be what somebody is saying about you. They don't want you to see something clearly. They're trying to confuse you when it comes to your calling. All right. So let's go ahead and get it reading. I see I have 10 viewers and only 2 thumbs up. Come on, guys. Give me some funsies here. So what is happening this past week that's influencing this coming week? What is happening? Yep. Yeah, so we have the energy of the 8 of Swords in reverse. So breaking out of that mental box that you got yourself in. Finding that state of balance with that 2 energy. Somebody may be trying to make you look like a fool. This is somebody who may be trying to humiliate you. Somebody who wants to come in and mend something with you. This is this energy. Somebody who's like lacks empathy, lacks compassion. Somebody who could probably be trying to ruin somebody's reputation by throwing all these wands at you, trying to confuse you, not wanting you to make some sort of a decision here, right? Queen of Cups, you need to trust your intuition. Your gut is going to tell you something. This person may look down on you. All right. Yeah, this is definitely something of family. Casting illusions. 5 and a 7 is a 12. This talks about you don't need your family's approval for anything for the choices that you make. There's no reason to be defensive, right? Somebody could be finding out they're pregnant. 717 can be significant. Yeah. See, somebody could be finding out they're pregnant, becoming a mom. Coming back through a family member. You got an ancestor who possibly could be coming back through a family member. All right, so the past and how it's influencing with the park in reverse. You definitely have somebody who's trying to trick you. They think that they're a hustler. This is a clown energy. See the rose in her hand? Yeah, they could be masking themselves. They could be doing some sort of glamour, some sort of magic. Yep. To try to trigger you. They're possibly having visions. You could be seeing visions. Look, 555 wake-up call. They could be using, they could have went to the crossroads, right? But they also could be using earthbound spirits to for spiritual practices, for negative practices in magic, trying to trick you out of your spot. For some of you there, yeah, this is a clown. This is a clown energy. They're trying to make you look like a clown. They're trying to humble you. They think they're going to humble you. So that's why Spirit is telling you, just step back. Don't get defensive. Don't get angry. Just don't even allow them to get a reaction out of you. All right. Can I have one card, please, for the park? Aha! What did I say? Hecate. So somebody could have burnt a Hecate candle on you. Yeah. Spirit of the wind. Activity, movement, and discipline. Fortress, rescue, imprisoned. Somebody's trying to make you imprisoned. We have fire and we have water and air, right? Try to keep you imprisoned. Somebody could be trying to set you up to go to prison for some of you. Somebody could be trying to set somebody up to go to prison. I'm telling you, they cast some sort of a spell. So you're being asked to remain calm, right? They want to come and reconcile something. This is a sneaky snake. Yep. You're mirroring something to them and they're not happy with it. They're not happy with it. So they're in this emotional storm, right, of wanting to be rescued. Alrighty, let's get a tarot card for the fire signs with past influences, with the park in reverse, the 8 of Swords in reverse, and Spirit of Hecate. Yep, Page of Wands. They could have did something to try to drain your energy or steal your intellectual ideas. You have to look at the 8 of Swords. Gathering up a group of people. to come up against you, to keep you tied and bound to a situation, causing you a lot of heartache, causing you a lot of despair. 8 and a 3. 8 is significant here. This person could have tried to play God over your life with this masculine energy. So with the 8 of Swords in the reverse, and then we got the 8 of Swords in the upright, this person is really trying to trap you. They're trying to trap you to put you in jail for some of you. So they also could have somebody watching you, just waiting for you to react so that they can trap you. Look, 3 of Cups. This is somebody in the community. It could be an extended family member who has a very toxic emotion, right? This is somebody who is coming in looking for the fight because they're in this one-sided point of view. I'm right, you're wrong, right? King of Pentacles, they made a very bad investment when they paid somebody, right? They paid somebody in the past to do this either graveyard magic or did some sort of necromancy, manipulating an earthbound spirit for negative spiritual practices. Yeah. See how that person's smirking? They wanted to confuse you. They gathered up a group of people to come up against you and to turn their backs to you. All right. Again, it's 3 people. Could be a sibling, a cousin, an extended family member, or it could just literally be a coven. You take the message as it resonates. But I feel like they sent somebody towards you to drain your energy. They didn't want you. They wanted you in this energy of feeling trapped, not feeling inspired, not being able to be that clear channel. Heartache, despair, not seeing your way forward, not seeing your way out of a situation. Alrighty, the present situation. What's this week look like for the element of fire? Yep, a ring. Ace of Wands. So be aware of a male individual who is coming your way wanting to offer you a ring. They're a fox. They are, I feel like they're stalking your house and they're looking back at something. See how this fox is looking back at some sort of a plan? This is the Nine of Wands. This talks about somebody who's in that wounded warrior energy. This is somebody who used learned your weaknesses so that they could use your wounds against you. This is somebody who thought they had some sort of a plan. This person could have tried to take your mail, or this person, you know, maybe something caught their attention and they turned the other way, right? We have 141 could be significant. 99 is absolutely significant. See the rainbow? Something about the chakras are significant. Yeah, they try to create obstacles. I feel like they were attacking your throat chakra, attacking your solar plexus, siphoning off of your solar plexus energy, and then watching to see if their magic was working. They could have attached a ghost to you. They could have actually did anything. Anything is possible. All right. So let's pull a present influence for the card ring. Yeah, mystery. So there's like a big hole in somebody's story. That's why you're being asked to just observe something. Because something isn't right. Like there's something missing in what they're saying. Something about flies. I'm telling you, flies are coming through here. That card fell off the bottom of the deck. Present situation, ring, hole, and mystery. Yeah, that's confirmation. So if you're getting chills, that is letting you know that the spirit is around you. Look, 8-8 Lionsgate. And this is new opportunities are coming your way. You're in a period of incubation while you're cleansing any burdens and hardships that you have been carrying. You've learned a lot of hard lessons with the spirit of the cross. This is somebody who is mocking you, persecuting you, creating a lot of hardships for you, creating a lot of burdens for you. But you're cleansing this off. You're cleansing this hard lesson off. The burdens are being released. So you're being asked to ground your energy, right? Because you are being, you're definitely being protected with the eggs, right? Eggs to me is talking about being sheltered, all right? So ring, whole mystery, and chills. This could be a married couple for some of you. Look, celebration. Yeah, some sort of a celebration. Maybe you didn't get invited to. I'm missing a card. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I know this card fell. Hold on a minute. I seen it fall. Okay, maybe I didn't. I don't know. I guess I'll find it after I'm done, which I usually always do find a card float around somewhere. I don't know. I don't see it. Okay. Whatever. All right. Yeah. So I feel like you could have seen something in your dreams. Maybe you wasn't invited to some sort of a wedding or a celebration here. Something could be a mystery, like showing up as a shadow form for somebody here. Yeah, we have the King of Swords. Look, pain and suffering. Somebody's magic backfired. And somebody is going, they're in this pain and suffering energy. Like they've hit rock bottom. They're going to, or somebody's going to hit rock bottom. And see how this queen is reaching out. Now they're going to want to reach out and mend something. I'm talking to my wounded warriors here. So don't to the drama. See how he's got a bandage on his head? This person's side-eyeing, and they're waiting for the right opportunity, right, to take that wand and use some sort of inspiration or wisdom against you, to pick a fight, to cause drama, to, yeah, pain and suffering. Somebody's magic backfired. Look at all the ones. The Queen of Swords got a one, 10 swords, and a magician. 111 is significant. Somebody definitely either has passed away or is going to pass away. Somebody definitely got a bandage on their head, so they're injured. Hidden influences this week. What is the hidden influence this week? Yep, something's being cut away. These old routines and patterns with the Jack of Pentacles is being cut away. What is hidden is falling away. So you got to let it go, because it's part of your purification process. Somebody's being very immature. This is somebody who is, it's either my way or the highway. Yep. There's not equal reciprocity, but they could be coming in and saying, "Oh, you know, I wanna balance out this relationship," but the answer is no. It's over. It's over. Alrighty. So hidden influences, the scythe for the element of fire. I'm telling you, there's the child. Innocent, immature, and adventurous. Somebody very immature. 111. What did I say about the ones? With 10 of swords, the 8, the Queen of Swords, and a Magician in reverse. So I feel what you are doing is you are cutting away this energy of being angry, being immature, reacting childish, right? You're cutting that energy away. You recognize it as a repetitive pattern in your thought process. You also could be recognizing this repetitive pattern of this witch using negative, like necromancy, or using negative earthbound spirits to do her dirty work, to intrude your thoughts, to cause you a lot of mental pain and suffering. For some of you, you can even got a migraine headache. See the bandage around his head? And look how he's looking over like, oh, so it's you that did it. Like, that's how it's looking. See the look on her face. Like, look, that's you that did it. You were the one who casted magic. You're the one who tried to get me self-delete. And now you want to reach out and mend this relationship? Are you freaking crazy? Like, that's kind of like what I'm getting here. Yeah, look, a male individual. Goblins. What did I say about the voices? The nightmares. This is that male ghost. The male spirit that somebody used to cause somebody a nightmare with the swords, the knives. But an angel come in and saved you. 333. This is somebody who could have the Trinity, mind, body, spirit, right? Use the unholy Trinity. Doing spider spells. Black Widow. Somebody was protected from an angel. You know who I'm talking about, GD. You and your husband saved me from that. Just letting you know. And I'm very grateful. Landed in a hospital. 666. Sacrificed a cat. Yeah. Black Widow spider rebelling over a child. The scythe. This could be talking about sacrificing a child. Alrighty, so hidden influences. The scythe, spirit of the child, and 111. They wanted you to self-delete. They wanted you to take that knife and, yeah. Look, Ace of Wands. Somebody, we got a 1111 could be coming through here. So hidden influences is somebody is being very immature here. Somebody is being very petty. Somebody was manipulating energy here. Manipulating earthbound spirits. Trying to, how do I want to say this? Trying to manipulate somebody's free will. Try to control their thoughts. Try to play God over the life and think that they had power over somebody's mind. This is somebody who's very, very immature. They did it on a repetitive pattern. And whoever I'm talking to, you cut it out. You stopped it. You also could have, a childlike spirit who's watching over you. Yeah. Somebody's definitely trying to manipulate somebody's mind with a magic wand. Yeah. So judgment was called. Equal reciprocity. Somebody who's a giver, right? Somebody who's a very giver. See how he's healing in pentacles to this person? Somebody who's a beggar. Then we get the beggar attributes. The beggar attribute. Somebody is a beggar. Pick me, pick me, pick me. This is somebody maybe that you had a soul contract with, but somebody is definitely protected here. Somebody is so freaking protected. This is Sagittarius. You are so damn protected. I feel like you would be able to use your gifts for money as well to help the less fortunate. Because when you give it, you receive. Okay? All right. So, obstacles. So this is somebody that was throwing the rock, manipulating energy, and hiding their hands. Look. Obstacles. 1, 2, 3. Obstacles. So it could be have something to do with a generational curse. This also could be talking about your ancestors, talking about your health. Remember, we did get that man with the bandage on his head. And look, here she is with the bandage on her head. Something about health, mental health, physical health with the tree. This is the obstacle. The obstacle is that you're in the Seven of Swords energy, where in a state of confusion, a state of, it's not just mental confusion, it's emotional confusion. What should I change? How can I change the situation? How can I connect more to my ancestors? What choice do I have to make, right? Somebody was definitely trying to manipulate somebody's choices, possibly coming into their dreams as a trickster spirit. Yeah, nibbling on every little piece of information they could get. 2333. Female. All right, so obstacles with the tree here. So I feel like to overcome this emotional confusion of being foggy in the mental state of not knowing which direction to go and what choice to make, I feel like they're telling you to ground your energy. Go connect with nature, because somebody has the power to connect with the trees. You're a tree diva. Yeah. Orbs of light. So you could be seeing orbs around your trees. This talks about the spirit realm. So to connect with your higher self and your ancestors, to overcome this obstacle, to start making better choices for yourself, ground your energy. Go out and connect with nature, like a tree. Because see the birds in a tree, your ancestors are calling you to do something. Yeah, somebody is very vain, very self-centered, very arrogant. Be using mirrors, right, with the pentagram, sending monitor spirits through, right? This is somebody who's demonically possessed. Somebody could be going through some sort of an awakening as well. So this family member, this ghost, could be literally coming through the mirror for somebody. I recommend that you protect your mirrors. Get a key, lock them, sage them, wash them down with salt water, throw something black over top of them, something along them lines. Obstacles with the tree and the orbs of light. Yeah, Empress in reverse. This is a mother figure. You're definitely breaking generational curses. You're breaking generational curses. You could also be seeing this person's spirit in a tree. This could be a mother figure. Like you could be seeing red birds, blue birds. This is somebody who's created a lot of obstacles for you that is an ancestor. Also, I feel like you need to ground your energy. This is somebody who's very promiscuous, right? With the wands in reverse. This also could be a manipulator who's a dark empress, like narcissistic manipulator. When you bump into a dark empress, they're like the master manipulators. Venus could be significant. Let me see if Venus is retrograde. Yeah, it doesn't go retrograde until October. Ooh. Yeah, something about reciprocity. This is somebody who likes to take advantage of somebody who likes to beg. Alrighty. Sorry, that vinegar was, whew. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4 outside influences this week for the element of fire. Yep, look, the cross. The Six of Wands is very significant. The Six of Wands talks about victory, success. Somebody could be using somebody's picture on an altar, summoning their ghost. So, outside influence. The outside influences. You could be seeing crosses outside. Look, something about the heart space. A message coming in from the ancestors. I'm telling you, a message coming in from the ancestors on Wednesday. 7/7 is significant. Alrighty, so outside influences, the cross. The cross talks about faith, talks about spirituality, it talks about religion. Yeah, I'm telling you, 333, the Trinity. Mind, body, and soul. You're in the zone. Express your authentic self. So somebody here could be outside this week expressing their spirituality, expressing, like, praying to Jesus, because Jesus is the one who represents the cross. Yep. Somebody from the past, this old flame who is see how she's naked, right? Somebody looking at somebody's pictures. Something about pictures. Spirit of the Pegasus, unrealistic, delusional, something isn't as. And somebody could be thinking somebody's delusional because this is a unicorn with wings. Somebody could be getting karma for some sort of information. They justice, some sort of justice could be getting served here. Something could be coming into a balance. Again, coming into balance. Remember I said that for the Sagittarius. Coming into balance. Trusting your intuition. Because somebody is being freed from a situation here. Yeah, they're gaining wisdom. They're seeing the key. They're seeing the spiritual wisdom, the knowledge. Like I said, seeing crosses. Seeing them in their dreams. Having visions. With the moon energy. Look, a demon. Being laid to rest. So somebody's spirit could be demonic. For some of you, somebody could be losing their soul. All right, so outside influences across 333. Lovers. 33366 is significant. 666 is significant. Look, the 3, another 3 coming through. 369 can be significant. Somebody is in heartache, despair. Somebody turned their back to something. Yeah, and look, they're looking towards that pain and suffering. Somebody hit rock bottom. Somebody pain, like they could be really suffering something. Maybe they're having a heart attack. Somebody could be having a heart attack this week. Somebody is having a heart attack because their magic backfired. See, somebody and seeing the head. And somebody may be waiting for the right time to, I'm telling you, to come in and want to mend something. Because somebody's magic backfired. Somebody could be ending up in the hospital with a massive heart attack. All right, so the best course of action. So there is definitely two people. I feel like three people with the Empress there who are, and two of them are married. They could be in married in holy matrimony. Maybe getting married outside. Okay. So the best course of action to take is don't allow people to have authority over you. Take off those rose-colored glasses. Don't hand your power over to anybody. You are nobody's welcome mat. You are nobody's dog. Look, a fish. There's the three people. Did something in the dark with a child. Now they're blocked from moving forward or blocked from moving traveling because of something that they did with a book. Again, this couple. Some sort of message coming through. This is somebody who is from your past for those of you who have been in previous relationships. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, best course of action to take with the dog in reverse. Sit and observe. Don't hand your power over to anybody. Take off those rose-colored glasses. Yeah. Spirit of the staircase. So this ascension, progress, and the long way home. So the best course of action to take is through this portal to throw down that anger. Throw down anything and everything that no longer serves you, that you feel comfortable in. Yes, it's been a long, hard journey. Yes, you have walked it. Yes, it's been hard. Absolutely. But now it's time for you to take the next step. And the next step is calling your power back and not allowing anybody or anybody outside of yourself to walk all over you, to search for outside validation, right? So, yeah, look, wealth, status, and windfall. What did I say about the red? Anger, courage, and passion. Cosmic web. So we got the web and the spider coming through here. So you could be handed a golden opportunity if you take that next step through this 8-8 Lionsgate portal solar eclipse energy. But you need to throw down any envy or anger or wrath that you're holding on to that makes you feel insecure, that makes you feel the heart space, envy and wrath. You need to throw it down. You need to let it go. It no longer serves you. All right, the best course of action with the dog and the staircase. Yep, the 8 of Wands. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. Trust your higher self. Scribe, remember, Sagittarius is a scribe. Trust the information that comes down through your crown chakra. Don't look for somebody else's approval. Trust your own intuition. Go outside, connect with nature. Go touch a tree, connect with the trees. The trees have a message. Nature has a message. Take that leap of faith, right? Take that leap of faith. The world is in the palm of your hands. Exercise your vision. Somebody has the power to remote view here. Somebody could be seeing something coming too, psychically. The outcome for this week for the element of fire. Something's going to move really, really quickly here for you. The outcome is you could be getting a wish granted. So you need to be at peace. You need to trust your higher self. 3-0. Write it down in that book. Right? Write it down in that book because it's going to bring you long-term success. You're going to leave a legacy behind because you're writing in your Akashic records. So don't allow the sun to go dark on you. Don't allow, okay, when it's in reverse, it talks about, with the sun in reverse, it talks about, don't allow the anger to limit your success. Don't allow the anger to limit your success. Trust in your higher self. Trust in that higher message that's coming down through. Stay at peace. 333. 369 could be significant. The outcome with the wish, the wishing well. Go deep within yourself. Go deep, deeper, deeper, deeper than what you think you can. If you can't go deep enough, then go a little bit deeper. All right? Yeah. So let go of the poisonous emotions that you're clinging to deep within thyself. Let it go. Because they're poisonous. They're toxic. See the tree? This is what the ancestors want you to know. Let go of the poison and the toxic emotion that you're carrying from a mother figure. Because I feel like they're still around you. And I feel like they're saying, please forgive me, right? I didn't mean for you to carry this burden. And I feel like you are. You're carrying a heavy burden or a curse or a hex or something along them lines from your ancestors. Which is in this energy of people pleasing. Wearing rose-colored glasses, the tunnel vision. Seeking external validation. Yeah, look, a book coming through. Another book. New chapter development, unfinished business. So somebody may feel as though they have unfinished business with you. This is somebody who will support you. See the picture? Something about that picture. Fertility, sex, and spring. Look, the rabbit. Remember we had that girl holding the rabbit in the card? The animal whisperer. So somebody's child could be an animal whisperer, or you could be an animal whisperer, or this is something that has been inherited down through generations. Somebody may be feeling a bit confused, a little foggy, right? Because somebody could be burning candles on somebody. But the cycle is complete, right? Look, the umbrella of shielding yourself, hanging on to that anger, that wall, right? All right, best course of action to take with the wishing well and clinging. So let go of this toxic emotion. That's what your ancestors want you to know. This is particularly a mother figure, a mother wound that needs to be filled. Yeah. So we have a 5 and a 3, which is an 8. So the 5 of Cups talks about focusing on those three cups that you offer people. One that you offered, some love and compassion to, and they didn't value it and threw it down. One that, maybe you sent some healing and, they threw it down, didn't value it. And then there's another one here that's saying, look at the green poison. But what you don't really see is because you're so focused on these three cups of poison, what you don't see is that there's two cups behind you. So something you're wishing for could be granted when it comes to a collaboration, working with other people. So this talks about, see the three people, the three cups. You offered these three people love, compassion, empathy, and all they did was poison it and throw it down. They could care less. Look, another three. 333 is very significant here. 888 is significant. Look, you have somebody who's sneaking around behind your back with them 5 swords, gathering up information, gathering up people to come up against you, right? Just so that they could turn around and stab you in the back, cause you a lot of heartache, cause you a lot of despair, wanting you to give up something that you're waiting for. All right, give me a final message, Spirit. This person wants to mend something because they feel they have unfinished business. Live your joy. That's what they're telling you. Thank you, angels, for supporting me as I follow my joy. Remember, we had the Fool, right? Jumping, taking that leap of faith. Somebody could be seeing white butterflies. See, you're free, right? See, you're free from something. You broke free of some sort of a situation. Through this portal is your freedom. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. Lord Shiva, justice is being served. Balance is being restored. Peace and harmony. Thank you, Ramal, for surrounding my life with harmonious light. Manifesting a miracle in divine timing in this portal. So Archangel Miguel is divine justice. He is the one who's part of the divine justice system, who is bringing justice to a child because of these lovers, the people who, used earthbound spirits to manipulate somebody, to manipulate somebody's free will. All right, that's what I got for you, fire signs. Thank you for watching and have a great day. I'll see you soon.